SEO is easy. We'll break it down in just a few minutes.
Cool. Okay.
Share screen and we'll share the recording with other people. So you have a DR21, which is normal for a new company. I would love to see you in the 40s and 50s. Of course, you know, your domain rating is a sum of the power of these links you have coming in, and some links are worth more than other links. So it's like the accumulation of the link juice that you have, right? So that's cool. NSA speaker. I was one of the keynote speakers back in, you were there, right?
I wasn't, but Devin was there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this passes juice from a DR71 site, and this page alone has 10 visits a month, which is fine. And then this other stuff is just like general stuff that shows up for like directories, which carries no weight, zeros, NSA Oregon. These are mostly low. So what you need from a search engine standpoint is high authority links like DR50 plus that are relevant to video editing and social media and driving engagement. And, you know, it has to be topically relevant. Because you only sort of have that, you have a medium amount of power. The stuff you rank on, it's all new, of course, and it's low keyword difficulty, but you can see this is what you're ranking on. Number 7 on Gary Vaynerchuk's social media strategy, right? Because you created an article about that. And this and this other YouTube one are basically the 2 articles you have. And outside of that, there's not much else going on. And this drives very little traffic to begin with.
Yep.
So whatever traffic you're driving, which I would expect makes sense because you're more of a social SaaS, is going to come off of social. But I drive way more traffic off of SEO than I do off of social media. I don't need to post anything on social media, and I still get leads, and I still, just because, you know, speaking and books and articles and $1 a day, that's articles I wrote 10 years ago, you know, still good today, that kind of thing. So if this is the one that you like, and if this is not just driving traffic, but actually mid-funnel driving people into story, consider that you need more links. So the 21 you have on the site needs to pass down to these key pages. And where's the video here? Like, you have a couple of these images. This looks like a simple article, which is great, but Google's going to now, I think the reason why this is ranking on this Gary Vaynerchuk stuff is that A, it's a tail term, but B, people who read this are probably staying on, I'm sure the Google Analytics will tell you that they're staying on the page for a minute or two and reading this, and the images help them. But there's so much more that you could do to, if this is your, you know, the whole point of social amplification engine is get more out of what's already working. So if this is, I mean, this is your top page, it doesn't mean it's necessarily more of what you want, but if this is driving more people into the tool and using AI to help with the tedious, you know, stuff of editing video and chopping it up and coming up with titles and whatever, then, you know, or maybe not, maybe this is just attracting a whole bunch of people who just want stuff for free. I mean, I don't know. But in your analytics, if you've got the digital plumbing set up and you can see, you know, the people who sign up, what are they, or maybe the thing is you drive them to, you know, edit one video for free. Maybe that's your thing, right?
Yeah, that's been kind of our lead magnet so far. And right now it's like, I feel like we haven't gotten a whole lot of web traffic because we just haven't tried.
You don't have any, there's no data to tell. I mean, look, these are like zeros. Yeah, zeros here. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I pull up my GA right now, it'll be like, you know, I think 100 people maybe, you know, and it's
There's
like
not enough data to tell anything.
Nothing, right? And so part of what I was saying to the team was, well, if I'm thinking about SEO and we don't really have any way to, like, we don't even know necessarily what we should be posting to rank on it. It seems like the first thing we should do is we should just be going to all of our affiliates that we have, because we've got 20 or so affiliates that send us customers or whatever. We should be going and guest blogging for them, and we should be guest blogging on our blog. We should go share content of theirs, and we should share content of their stuff, right? Is that the right way to think about it, or no?
That could, but another thing is, if you are basically the video version of Design Pickle, then you can just copy their model, what Russ has done. Even though they now have a video kind of version on that too, because they initially were just like general design stuff, right? You know, Design Pickle, right? They're huge.
Yeah. What did they do? I'm not familiar with their strategy. I know who they are. I just haven't really looked into how they market.
They have a guy, well, Russ dresses up as a giant pickle and they talk about, you know, unlimited. You've seen a ton of these ads where it's just you know, that unlimited video, one at a time, you know, this kind of thing where it's really just like fractional VA work is what it is.
Yep. I mean, that's
what they're doing.
Our ads, we've got one ad campaign that's working really well. That is a 5 video edits for 267. And then on the
Yeah.
landing page, we have 2 offers. We have our 267 for 5 videos, and then our unlimited, which is $8.99. And then
I love that. You know what? Shoot, we should sign up for your unlimited. Is it truly unlimited?
it's one active project at a time, but unlimited other than that. And then our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours. I want to just give you an account to play with, Dennis. I don't want you to sign up for it and then give me feedback on the app, because for me,
I'll write an article based on what happened.
I would love that. I'd love that. And
Yeah.
because, and here, let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah, you do yours.
So if I'm going to pull this up in test flight. We're in the middle of rewriting this so that we can have a cleaner code base and make it faster to implement new features, yada, yada.
Can I upload a podcast or long form video and you guys chop it up and do all that?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can upload like whatever you've got in your phone gallery. So maybe if you got a couple, clips, you know, I've got a couple of random clips, you upload all that and then it goes in. So again, this is on test flight. So forgive any bugs that you see here.
Fine.
But, and this is going to look weird because it's on the computer and not on my phone. So the navigation's over on the left would normally be on the bottom, but because it's for web. So basically, when you come in here, we have ideas. So we're going to have like an algorithmic recommendation feed based off what you tell us about your brand and topics that you want to be known for. And then anything that you save will show up in my ideas here. When we generate stuff, we give you a hook. You can, you could just write one long paragraph if you wanted, or you could go section by section. And then I don't know if it's going to work. Dang it. I think I've shown you a lot of this stuff before, but
not like this, but yeah.
Yeah. So then I've got my ideas in here, right? But when I want to create a project, I go over here. Here's my active projects that I've got going on. Here's my completed stuff. I click new project. I say, social media project, and I'll say trip to Dallas. So then when I come over here, oh man, it's going to be buggy. Oh, well. When I come in here though, I can say information like my style preferences, how I want it edited, upload any content I want, give it any instructions, and then it all gets delivered back to your library where you can share it. So yeah, that's the, the quick run through of it. But the thing that you haven't seen for sure, because we're just adding it, and let's see, how do they get to the screen, the settings screen now? Like I said, this is like totally fresh.
I totally get it. Super alpha.
But what we're adding is boosting instructions. And so you can go in and say, hey, I want to boost this post to Facebook and Instagram, or Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Here's the budget I want to spend. And you can either upload a CSV for us to go and turn into a custom audience, or just tell us the industries you want $1 a day for, essentially.
Oh, dude, that is killer. Nobody's doing that. All these other guys are just dime a dozen, $500 a month video editing.
Right. And so what we're trying to say is, look, we're going to go post it all for you organically. And then we'll also go take care of the boosting on it for you. You just tell us who you want to boost it for. And every time we post,
you have the onboarding to connect all the accounts, ads, and organic accounts. And all that's sort of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So we're working on that. The thing we're using right now, I don't know if you've heard of Leadsy. Have you heard of this company?
Yeah.
So we're doing Leadsy, white labeling it, and just iframing it into our app. So that way we're getting the access into our business manager.
Right.
So we can do all the boosting. And, that means we're only kind of limited to Facebook and Instagram, but we'll go with people on TikTok or YouTube if they want to hack through that with us, because it's important to them. But most people, they're like, it's, they just care about Facebook and Instagram, everything else.
Sure.
Form. But
okay.
I'm trying to screen share on my phone to see if I can get it to pull up, but it's whatever. Anyway, I need to set you up on it, and I've been meaning to do it. My thing is we're trying to get this QA'd with our QA team. The goal is the end of next week, have the rewrite done. That's when I want to give it to you. So that way you weren't like having a bug infested experience and could like,
all right, well, just let me know and let's schedule another time and do that.
Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, back to you though. I'm like trying to learn SEO stuff. That's what sorry, I took it over from
SEO, legit SEO, not this like black hat, buy links, whatever stuff, is just amplifying the things that you already like and getting other people to talk about you from a website standpoint, right? So if we write an article about story or about, whatever, and that links to you, that's all. It's just a voting mechanism based on websites. That's what SEO is. It's just like in social, it's a voting mechanism by people engaging. It's no different than search engines by links.
So from you saying that, what I'm hearing is if I am a new business, new company, the strategy is go find other people with bigger presences to talk about you.
Yeah, it's literally that simple. So why do you think, like, if you do a search on Dennis Yu and you see like all this stuff pop up, these are, I put like 99% of my time into other people's channels, big channels,
Mhm.
Stu Kent and HubSpot and TikTok. I was just on the phone a few minutes ago with Snapchat and we're doing some stuff, right? Like, why wouldn't I?
Right.
SEMrush, I mean, of course, right? SEMrush is a
So where the
huge,
attention is, and they have the attention.
yeah. And then all these drive links into me. So if
Mhm.
I look at this, I don't think I ever showed you this, but it's super obvious, but nobody knows this. So Blitzmetrics has one site. It's got a freaking DR60 on it with 250,000 links. But look at these links. Look at where they're coming from.
By the way, I can't see.
Oh, shoot. I'm not sharing my screen. Dang it. I was just showing all this stuff. Okay. So if I look at whatever, okay. So I've got a DR60 here and I got 250,000 links into Blitzmetrics, right? Now, where are these links coming from? WordStream, free ebooks, Social Media Examiner, right? Customers at AI, which is Larry,
Yep.
Timecamp, right?
Open.
70R76. I mean, look at the power of these domains that are linked. Look, and look at how much traffic is coming in on these pages and how many keywords each of the pages ranks for. Look, Keep, Infusionsoft, like that's an 83. And I wrote this article, How Much Do Facebook Ads Cost? A Budgeting Guide to Small Businesses, right? So you go on and you'll see all these places that I have links on, the best Facebook ads courses to learn. I didn't even know this dude linked to me, right? But I'm one of them, right? Linking to my courses, 72. Obviously the DR is not the only thing, but if it's a DR 70 something and it's ranking on a bunch of keywords and it's getting traffic,
It's gonna outweigh
and it's
anything.
topical, like it's related to the thing that I want to do, like, dude, that's a bullseye.
Mm.
So what I would do is create a author contributor account for you. And I think I did one. Who was the latest one we did one for? This is totally legit. This is not some black hat kind of thing. But let's see, did I write this? Who wrote this? Oh, this is by me. But we would create a Connor Snyder author here. So then you could post guest posts or videos that we turn into whatever. I love to create videos and then the AI plus VAs will start to do all this other stuff, right? So here I'm honoring somebody, right? And here's other articles that I wrote. And you can see that this, links to my author profile, right? So the author profile is passing juice. The more articles I have, the more juice is being passed. This is completely white hat. I'm not selling links because we're only allowing people to write articles that actually have something interesting to say. We're not going to allow them to just shamelessly promote their thing because that's bad.
Right.
But here, like this is a client, this is a client, this is a client. So I'm talking about Richard Cruz. He's got a multi 7-figure agency and he's on my podcast. And here's all the stuff that he's talking about, right? And this is just a podcast that got turned into this whole thing and a YouTube and a social snippets and like all this kind of stuff. And so we're just, we teach the content factory and this long form piece of content gets turned into lots of pieces of content and then we dollar day it at the end. So like, I would love to do that for you. You give me an article, we'll create a profile for you here. We should create a book. I think we talked about this when we had dinner that one time. Like, let's create a book in your name, just figure out what the title is, take all the stuff you've already said and literally just transcribe it, Descript, ChatGPT into a book, upload it to our free ebook site, which is DR74. Got 1 million visitors a month to the site. Well, this tool says 250,000, but we actually have a lot more traffic than that. But we have 4.5 million links on a DR74. And we're the #1 free ebook site. You type in free ebooks, we rank #1. There's ads, of course, but we're #1. Look,
Brilliant.
So whatever, you want to be known for how to edit short form content using AI or whatever it is, like we can dominate on that. That's the #1 way to do SEO because it sends many signals from legitimate places that like real SEO is doing things that spammers can't do.
Right.
Which is publish on real websites, not, the zombie sites that someone forgot to renew their hosting or domain and then there was a DR60 and now they're putting Viagra on it and then you buy links there too. Like, no.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And then let's optimize for your name. Connor Snyder is like a medium. At least they say Utah. Wedding definition, Urban Dictionary. Okay. Had sex with a pit bull. I don't think this is you.
Nope. That
Mother died by suicide. No. Let's do this.
Instagram. That was my Instagram.
Okay. But we want to get a knowledge panel.
Right. Yeah, we gotta do the knowledge panel. And that just means we need to be on more places, right? It really is just because Google's basically saying you've got to come from enough places of high credibility that we feel like you're someone worth having credibility.
You see this, right?
Yeah.
You Google me, this is what you see, right? This whole thing, this L-shaped thing is a knowledge panel. And then there's all the, Look at this. People also ask, what does dollar a day? Who is the CEO of Blitzmetrics? Like that's what they do, you know? And so when people ask these questions, they just, you can see there's more and more of these related sorts of things. Why is this Trindle text showing as the snippet?
Well, that's weird.
Why is their answer showing as the snippet instead of us? Wow.
Just explicitly says,
Oh, it's because I pushed it through Q promote. That's why. Huh. It's because of this. So if you have, I think I might have pushed some of these through for you, but give me articles or whatever that you have. And then I'm going to push it through Buffer. So this tool pushes it through Buffer and it's the suggestions by topics. And then this is where it came from, these ones here. So I take all my videos and whatever, and I push it in here. And some of these things will get a couple thousand shares. Like this one, on the Content Factory Digital Marketer, this one's doing really well. Got more shares than clicks. So people are sharing without clicking on it, which I guess means they trust it, right?
Wait, this gets pushed through Buffer, as in like it just
Buffer. So Buffer is the world's #1 social sharing platform. So if you're a florist, okay, and so you'll post some stuff and schedule it to go out on whatever channel, right? You understand those post scheduling things, but maybe you're too lazy to take pictures of flowers and whatever. So you just go in and you monitor for channels related to birthdays or weddings or happy anniversary. And so when you see stuff put out by these other people, they're suggested to you in the queue on what you sign up for. And then you just select the ones that you like, and it just goes out on the schedule, right? For people who are too lazy to make their own content, it's called curation. You're just sharing someone else's content.
Right. Okay. That's genius.
So what we're doing is it can appear gray hat. I consider it an extension of the dollar a day strategy because we're taking our content, and because of our special relationship through Buffer, we can push our stuff into these queues. And therefore, when it gets shared, like we saw here, you see here, CEO Blitzmetrics explains why you shouldn't work more than 4 hours a day, right? And I'm sure there's some article or video around that, right? And then you can see the share link, right?
There's a Buffer link.
And when you see buff.ly, I'm like, okay, that came through our Q promote, all these suggestions. So part of the thing where people will see me everywhere, omnipresence, whatever, is because I'm pushing it into these recommendations. And then if you look at the suggestions and the shares, like especially on Twitter, so if I look at my notifications on Twitter, you'll see people are retweeting my content, but it doesn't say sponsored by Dennis Yu or anything like that. They literally are sharing it from their profile, but they saw it through Buffer because Buffer is where they're scheduling all their stuff.
So they're just seeing it's like,
so just give me a whole bunch of stuff or give me a list of it, and then we'll have a VA just come in and just promote it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I will do that. I will 100% do that. And then once I've got this rewrite done next week, I'll get you all set up, and let's help you edit a bunch of your videos for you.
Yeah. End of next week is better. The beginning of next week is crazy.
Yeah. End of next week is when we won't be done beginning of next week. So that's fine.
All right. Well, then the week after that's even better. So yeah.
The other thing that's cool about it is it's got team functionality. So if you've got VAs, they can be in there and they can be uploading stuff too. So you don't even have to be the person uploading. You can upload it when you've got it on your phone, but if you want them to go throw stuff in from wherever. If
I can add you to my Google Photos, so it just automatically grabs all the stuff, even better. Then I don't even have to worry about it because it's automatically tagged by who it is. And
okay, that's cool. Yeah.
See, look at this free throw line. Look at this. This is 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh, dude. You're killing it. Dude, that picture you posted of all the weight you lost, I was like, dang, Dennis is getting fit, man.
Dude, I've lost 49 pounds.
So awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. It's awesome. Dude, how's everything else? You good? Life good?
Yeah, I'm literally here. Look, I'm at the birthday party room here in Sky Zone.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to go jump around. I've got one more call and I get to jump around. I'm going to try to burn 3,000 calories today.
Oh, heck yeah. Dang. Man,
that means I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah, my Apple Watch is like, you need to stand up. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, man. Anything I can help you with? Anything I can do?
As usual, we like to practice what we preach. So if you want to take a picture of this and say, cool, hang out with Dennis, or make a 1-minute video or whatever, I'm all about that. 90% of my posts are uplifting other people. So the more everyone else does that and uses this technique, I think it's just a fantastic way to do things.
Bet. I'll post it right now, and then it's recording. I think I'm set so it'll record locally on mine. If you got it, send it to me.
Yeah, it'll send me a thing in 10 minutes and I'll just send that to you.
Okay, cool. And we'll make it look cool too. So dude, it's so good to see you. Glad
whatever I can do for you, just holler, give me stuff to share. I'll have our VA share it. We have sites, from an SEO standpoint, We have some sites that are stronger than pretty much anybody in the world of digital marketing.
Dang. All
Only
right.
major media companies are actually ahead of us. And that's a huge advantage that you should absolutely leverage.
Okay, I will. I'll get some good, worthwhile content and send it to you, and I'd appreciate that.
Yeah. And then we'll run $1 a day to it, which sends an even strong. Think about the stacking signal to Google. A, they see it's from a high authority site like our free ebook site or Blitzmetrics, because Blitzmetrics got a whole lot of media. Like every time in the media, they link to us, and then the SEO power of the site's really good, right? So then we put a site there listing you as an author, not just quoting you, you're an author. So we put the article under your name. I'm promoting that article off of my social thing, which sends more signals. We're running $1 a day against it, which the search engines absolutely see. The engagement on that article, they're picking up in our Google Analytics. We're intentionally wanting Google to see that in our Google Analytics if it's a good article. If the article sucks and we do this, then it won't work because it multiplies by 0, basically. You know, big times 0 is 0. But high engagement, and it's getting traffic, it's going to rank on the keyword that we're trying to go for. But you have to decide what that keyword is. That's the tricky part. It's sort of hard. And what you do, like, I can't think of like one keyword, because I can think of the activity and who would want to do this. I don't know. Maybe there's more agencies. Maybe there's more small businesses. Maybe there's more, I don't know. Maybe there's more a certain category that more it likes. And maybe it's just copying design pickle. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely like personal branding and entrepreneurs right now. But I feel like as the tech gets more mature, the use cases kind of expand, and then I'm not really sure. It's part of it's just kind of like I want to follow the product feedback and kind of see.
Yeah, I'm sure you get a category, like it'll be real estate agents. It'll be like there's there's going to be some type of person that wants their videos edited.
For sure.
Not just like the people, because you don't want to end up being, oh, we're just competing against Fiverr. That's ridiculous. Right?
Nope, definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, good to see you, man. Enjoy jumping. Hope
Awesome.
you're
Yeah, and also thanks for the donation to Mark's nonprofit.
Of course, what a cool one. That's awesome.
It's a legit one. He doesn't, like most nonprofits, waste a ton of money. Like there's 0 waste. Every penny goes to the homeless.
So cool. Glad someone's doing something about it.
I was with him in downtown LA, and we walked around, and he, like, all the homeless people know him by name, and that's what he does, because he was a drug addict and on the streets for many years doing like meth and heroin, and he's cleaned up, and that's his life's focus. It's incredible.
So cool. What a good guy. It's freaking cool.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, dude. Good to see you, man.
Awesome, Connor. Talk soon.